The next topic here is called totem poles, and this is actually really cool. So we're going to learn a lot. You can see a picture of a totem pole up to the side here. Pretty impressive. So go ahead and just follow along as we read. A totem or totem is a symbol. A totem pole includes several symbols stacked one on top of the other. The images carved on totem poles are often human, animal, or spiritual forms that represent something important to a family. For example, some Native Americans use wolves, eagles, and grizzly bears as symbols for their families. Totem poles are also carved in honor of an important person or event. Today, these structures are associated with Native Americans across the Pacific Northwest, but they originated with groups in southeastern Alaska, such as the Tlingit and the Tsimshian. Totem pole carvers usually make the poles from the wood of red cedar trees. Before a tree is cut down, Native peoples may hold a ceremony of respect and thanks for the use of the tree. On a pole, the top totem, called a crest, often shows which clan the family belongs to. An upside-down totem is sometimes included to make fun of an enemy. Most totems have oval shapes. The carver may use colors of patterns in the wood to help determine designs. Totem poles vary in height, but most are 10 to 50 feet tall. They can be placed in front of a family's home or beside a gravesite. Shorter totem poles may be kept inside the home. Totem pole carving nearly died out in the late 1800s when the U.S. government banned a number of Native American ceremonies. Native Americans revived the practice in the 1950s and continue to make totem poles today. The Lincoln Park neighborhood of our great city of Chicago has a totem pole. It is a style from the indigenous people called the Kwakwak, who live in western British Columbia, Canada. The original totem pole was part of the World's Columbian Exposition of 1893, which was held in Chicago. The totem pole was placed in Lincoln Park in 1929. Over the years, it suffered from rotting, weathering, and ants. As a result, it's been restored many times. During these restorations, the position of the human's arms were changed and some features were recarved, including the Thunderbird at the top, the sea monster at the bottom, and the human figure. The original painted symbols on the totem pole were not correctly recreated. A replica of the original totem pole now stands in Lincoln Park. And Lincoln Park is just right north of downtown, boys and girls. And this is the one that you can actually go. I mean, this would be a fun field trip. It says this totem pole called Quanusila, or the Thundermaker, was erected in 1986 at Addison Street and Lakeshore Drive in Chicago. So it's actually very close to us, and you can really see how beautiful it is. And if on your screen you'd be able to zoom in more, but you can see the bird at the top, the figures here. It's like, look at how vibrant in colors it is too. It's very, very nice. And then this says totem poles display valuable information on beliefs and even boasts on massive carved and painted tree trunks. And again, typically look at the detail that goes into it. It's very, very impressive how they would do this. Last topic here we'll do is dream catchers. These are cool. Dream catchers are delicate and carefully made objects with a very specific purpose. These objects are often hung on a wall or above a bed to protect children and babies as they sleep. Dream catchers were originally woven by the Ojibwe people and called spiderweb charms. Petroglyphs are images carved or scratched into rock. They have been found all over the world and traced back to the earliest humans. Native Americans have carved petroglyphs into rocks in places all over the Americas, depicting animals, people, and objects in the sky. Often, petroglyphs recorded events, plans, and even thoughts. And up to the side here, you can see a dream catcher over there. Petroglyphs do not rot away like other important artifacts, such as clothing, blankets, or wooden tools. This makes petroglyphs particularly useful artifacts to study. What stories are told on these walls? That is up to the observer to determine, but these carvings are an important link with the past. Today we look at petroglyphs and wonder what life was like when the ancient carvings were made. And here are some petroglyphs, and again, this is in New Mexico. It shows a battle between Spanish invaders carrying swords, and you can see again, these do not rot away. So it's very important that we still have these artifacts.